So today we are going to study about storage and query. So storage and the syllabus topics are here for storage and querying, storage and file structures, indexing files, single level, multi-level indexing, query processing, query optimization. Overview of a physical storage system. A database system provides an ultimate view of storage data. However, the data is in form of bits, bytes. It's stored in different storage devices. Data types of the data storage are primitive storage, secondary storage, tertiary storage. The memory storage that is directly accessed to the CPU comes under this category. Secondary storage include memory devices that are not a part of CPU's chipset or motherboard. Magnetic disk, hard disk, flash disk, territorial, territorial, tertiary, territorial storage is store used to store a huge volume of data. The overview of physical storage system. The cache is the fastest and the most commonly form of the storage. Cache memory is the small it is used to manage by the computer hardware. The main memory, the storage, the medium used for data that are available to be operated on is main memory. The general purpose machine instructions operates on main memory. Although the main memory may contains many megabytes of data or even gigabytes of data in large server system, it is generally too small or too expensive for storing the entire data. Flash memory, also known as electrical, erasable, programmable, readable memory. Flash memory differs from the memory in the data survive power failure. Reading data from flash memory takes less than 100 nanoseconds, which is roughly as fast as reading data from main memory. However, writing to the flash is more complicated, and data can be written once, which takes about 4 to 10 macro, but cannot overwrite directly. A mere drawback of flash memory is that it supports only limited number of erase cycles, ranging from 1000 to 1 million. Magnetic disk storage, the primary medium for the long-term online storage of data, is magnetic disk. Usually, the entire database is stored on the magnetic disk. The system must move the data from the disk to main memory so that they can be accessed. After the system has performed designated operations, the data that have been modified must be returned to the disk. Optical storage. This is the most famous form of the optical storage, that is compact disk CD, which can hold about 640 megabytes of data. Digital video disc, which can hold 4.5 or 8.5 gigabytes of data per side of disk. The next is tape storage. Tape storage is used to primary for backup and arch- archival data. Although magnetic tape is much cheaper than disk, for this reason tape is more preferred sequential access storage. Uh, RAID uh, is a technology to connect multiple secondary storage devices and use them as a single storage medium. RAID consists of an array of disks in which multiple disks are stored together to achieve different goals. RAID level defines the use of disks. Consists of 7 levels. Levels do not implicitly hierarchical relation but de- designate different design architectures that shares three common characters: set of physical disks, drives viewed by operating system as a single logical drive. Data distributed across the physical drives of an array in a scheme known as stripping. Redundant disk capacity is used to store priority information, which guarantee that data recovery in case of disk failure. Read levels, stripping, uh, mirroring, parallel access, independent access. Dbms, Database Management System, is a software that allows access to data stores in the database, provides access, and provide an easy and effective method of defining the information, storing information, manipulating information, protecting information, differentiating access permission from different users. DBMS acts as an interface between user and database. The user requests the DBMS to perform various operations such as insert, delete, update, retrieval of data. DBMS is a partitioned into modules for different functions. Some functions may be provided by operating system. Database is divided into query processor and storage memory. Here is the diagram. First is the user issues a query using a particular database language like SQL. Next thing is the query processor that processes the query or program which helps it of its component. And third, the storage manager access the stored data from the disk. DBMS return the result. Query processor help the database system simplify and facilitate access to data. Work of query processor is to execute the query successfully. It interprets the request query received from end user via an application program into instruction. It also executes the user request which is received from the DML compiler. DL interpreter. It interprets DDL statement like schema definition into a set of table containing metadata, data about data stored in data dictionary. DML compiler. It translates the DML statement like select, insert, update, delete into low-level instruction object code so that they can be executed. Uh, Now is embedded DML pre-compiler. It processes DML system embedded in application programs. Storage manager is a program that provides an interface between the data stored in database and the query received. Storage manager component, authorization manager and integrity manager. It checks the authority of user to access data and checks the integrity constraints when the database is modified. Transaction manager, file manager, and buffer manager. It ensures that the database remains in a consistent correct state despite system and the concurrent transaction execute the process proceed without conflicting. File manager, it manages the allocation of space on disk and data structure used to present information stored on disk. Buffer management, it is responsible for fetching data from the disk into main memory, deciding what the data to cache in the main memory. Disk storage, the storage manager implement the following data structures as a part of physical system implementation. Data files, data dictionaries, indices, statical data. File structure. File is a collection of records. Using primary key, we can access the record. The type and frequency access can be determined by the type of file organization which was used for given records. File organization is a logical relation among the various records. Uh, File structure, sequential file method, sorted file method, So we'll discuss it. We store the record in a sequence one after another. The new record is always inserted at the file end, and then it will sort the sequence in ascending and descending order. And heap organization, it works with the data blocks. When the record is inserted, it doesn't require sorting or ordering of records. When the data block is full, the new record is stored in some block, and this data block needs to be very next to data block, but it can select any data block in the memory to store the new records.